Okay. I rounded up all of the kind of recent developments in the Scooby-Doo world, which matters to very few people other than me. But you know what? If you clicked on this, then obviously you like Scooby-Doo too. Okay, we on the same page. Um, yeah. So I broke it down into some different, categories and what I care about, kind of. And one of those things is I love physical media. Okay, I've thrifted most of my Scooby collection, but I do like trying to find the new stuff. Well, I just sounded demonic for a second thanks to that burp, but we move on. So, I have all of the stuff that is currently available at Walmart. Did I ever think that I would be making a video on stuff that you could buy just at Walmart? No, I didn't, but I don't know. Restacking my DVDs off the screen. Anyways, there's a new-ish release, and it is the repackage that they tend to do, they being Warner Brothers, of their things. And the complete Scooby series. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete series, sorry. Got a repackage! I don't know if this one's ever been repackaged before. I do love this style that they got going on. I've been referring to it as the TVs. I love the references that they've included. You got Fred's ascot, you got the massive sandwich, a pile of Scooby snacks, magnifying glass. It is so Scooby, and I love it. I bought a couple of these repackages before. Typically, it is just the standard whatever is out with the slipcover over it. So I know if you go and buy this, this is what is inside it. And I did check that it is the exact same Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? So this is the original series of Scooby-Doo, the first 2 seasons of it. Well, there's only 2 seasons of Where Are You? Plus the season 3 of Scooby-Doo Show, which is often considered the 3rd season of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Say that 3 times fast. I do not have the Scooby variant of this, but I did buy the Jetsons, which means I can show you that these have this awesome pearlescent look. I love it. I mean, it's so cute. I bought this one because I thought Astro's dog bowl and Astro up here was just adorable. Which also is a perfect example of, I know what these are on the inside, because this is just a diamond collection of the Jetsons. So, there's one release that's out. Alright, moving on. That's the only repackage for Scooby that I could find. Don't think there's any more, because I can't find any more on the website. So, the rest are going to be kind of regional to at least my Walmart. Maybe there are others, maybe they aren't. I don't know. I don't know what's at your Walmart. So, but as for what I would call a summer restock, we have the summer break collection. I love this one. It's cute. I mean, this is just a great set of movies. We got Camp Scare, Monster Mexico, Aloha Scooby-Doo, and Zombie Island. Fantastic lineup. My only complaint is Monster Mexico does actually take place over Dia de los Muertos, which is not in summer. That's in fall. But there's kind of like a travel theme going on here. Summer travel destinations and then summer camp. But this is also just a great spread of Scooby. You got one from the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s. That's just great. And it's only $5. I keep turning to stare at it. So that is a great summer lineup. I love it. This is not a new release. This has been out for several years now. Not sure when exactly. I know it is somewhere in my notes because I keep track of that kind of stuff. But still, really cool. Good buy if you're looking for developing a physical collection for cheap. And if you don't care about bonus features, because these do not have the bonus features that originally came with the full DVD, if you would call it that. Aloha, Scooby-Doo, and Monster of Mexico are on the same disc, and then Camp Scare and Zombie Island are on the other. So, yeah. I like this one a lot, actually. Okay, on to the next restock of sorts. Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2. I found it without the slipcase. Different, I guess. I did not know until I was kind of getting into the like collector side of Scooby-Doo that these are like kind of highly sought after. They're really only on like that first release like stock of Scooby in stores, which is kind of interesting. I have a few of these in my collection, namely being the ones that I bought when they first came out. So I do think it's interesting that this is out without the slipcase, because it is now 2 years old, I think, going on 2 years, maybe a year and a half. Kind of crazy, if you ask me. Yeah, so this is one of the $5 movies now. I have not watched it. I don't know if it's worth it. I do think this is on shelves currently because of the Superman movie. It has crypto in it, so it kind of checks out. I do think it is worth noting that that is the Scoob art style. I don't know. I think this is the only DVD art minus Scoob with that art style. I haven't confirmed against the others, but I do think that's interesting. So there's one sort of restock, reshelf, a Scooby-Doo. Then there's two more that I've noticed on shelves for a while without any change. And the first is the Scooby-Doo Dynamite Hour. Not my favorite Scooby release, but I do love the Scooby-Doo show, and this has the first season Scooby-Doo show on it. With the third season is available over on the Where Are You complete series. This is season 1. So you could get 2 seasons of Scooby-Doo show at Walmart currently. Season 2 has never really been released anywhere. 4 episodes have made it to DVD. The other 4 out there. No. I think they air on TV occasionally, but I don't know for sure. Kind of interesting little set, 4 DVDs. It's got 16 episodes, Scooby-Doo, 16 of Dynamite. The only catch here is the whole hour. You can't watch just Scooby-Doo or just Dynamite. If you want a specific episode, you click on it, and it plays the whole double episode hour. So can kind of be a drag, especially if you're buying this because you like Dynamite. You have to watch Scooby-Doo or fast forward through Scooby-Doo to get to next Dynamite. So not super sure how I feel about this, but I do really like this existing at Walmart because I think it's kind of niche. And it's been there since at least February for me. That's when I first remember seeing it, and I don't know if I was really looking for them before then, so I don't know. Kind of cool. The Diamond Collection's still making its rounds. Then I don't own a copy of it, but the complete series of What's New Scooby-Doo is on shelves. I think that's kind of just a cartoon staple. It makes sense that it is there. So, I don't know. Don't have much to say on it other than that collection does not have the holiday episodes, and I do really love the holiday episodes out of that series. But I do think it's also a little difficult to find the individual season sets now that have those holiday episodes. So if you want the holiday episodes, you might just have to thrift them to make it easier. Yeah, those are the, currently on shelves Scooby-Doo's. I have 4 of them, so kind of cool. I do think it's interesting that one of them has a clear case. That is Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2. The rest are, well, no, sorry. This one's also clear. So, kind of interesting. I do think some of those are good deals, especially if you like the movies. So, moving on. Okay, up next, we got some stuff available for pre-order. How cool. Let me pull it up. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Okay, so for pre-order, we have a new DVD compilation. This is the first of the year. Kind of crazy that we have gone this far without a DVD of any kind. Actually absurd. There has been a DVD every single year. So, yeah, kind of strange it's being announced as late into the year, but I don't know. It's coming out in time for Halloween, October 14th. We'll have a new 4-film collection. Different design from, the 4Kids favorites. This is a pretty common release that they do. But I like the design for that. The use of Scooby's collar is pretty unique. I don't think I've seen them do that yet on any of these compilation anthology releases that they do. So this has Return to Zombie Island, which is very hated, I guess might be the right word. Straight Out of Nowhere, which is Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2, like I mentioned earlier. And The Sword and Scoob. So, interesting compilation, especially since that those are a lot of the recent Scooby movies. The oldest being Return Zombie Island 2019, and then it falls all the way through to the most recent movie, which is Crypto 2 in 2023. It makes sense that they skipped over Scoob. They tend to not put those movie theater releases on these compilations. The exception being, I have seen that they did the 4 main live action releases as a compilation. That made sense. It also makes sense that they're leaving Scoob out of this. I do find it interesting that they're leaving out the 2 Halloween movies from that time frame, which is Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo and Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. I don't remember which one it is. I should know off the top of my head, but I don't. One of those Halloween movies did, I want to say Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, is where they announced that Velma is a lesbian, so maybe that's why they didn't include it. Just a hunch. I could see them doing a Halloween 2 or even 3-pack with Happy Halloween and Trick or Treat and maybe the addition of Goblin King. That could be cool. I could see that happening, but maybe not this year, because if they wanted to release that time for Halloween, the pre-order would be up by now. So, just my thought process on this stuff. Yeah, I do like that release. I think it's a very cute one, and I'm looking forward to it. So, other pre-orders is the Hex Girls book. I am so excited for this book. I will 100% be doing a reading vlog for it when it comes out because I do love books too. That's like my personality, Scooby-Doo and books. So looking forward to that. At this point in time, it comes out on August 26th. So it may not still be for pre-order when you get to watch this. But if it is, hey, go pre-order from the author, Lily Mead's local bookstore, because then you can get this cool art print. Yeah, I like it. It's of Thorn. So, really looking forward to that one. It is a sort of indirect sequel to Witch's Ghost. You know, that's like everyone's favorite Scooby movie. So, it should be really good. Especially since the narrator is Thorn. I am looking forward to it, okay? If that is the only new Scooby content that we get for, you know, the past 2 years, I'd say that's pretty freaking good content. I am looking forward to it. Okay, I also have a theme park roundup, surprisingly, to include this. So it's not all just physical media and books. Spooky Coaster down in Australia is set to reopen by the end of the year. I actually found out about that through a TikTok ad, of all things. The targeted ads are definitely targeting. Yeah. So that's really cool. I hope at some point to be able to go ride this roller coaster. It is, you know, if you're not aware, I wasn't aware it existed. It is themed after the ride that is in Scooby-Doo, the movie, live action movie. You know, there's that, oh hey, that ride's closed, you can't go on it. The Haunted Castle ride or something. I don't know what it's called. But, you know, obviously they go investigate it. Yeah, that was begging to be a real ride, and I'm glad that it is. I didn't know it existed until recently. And it's also been closed for 2 years, which is kind of sad. But it's reopening, and maybe I'll eventually get to go see it. Yeah. But on the US side of the world, Universal's Volcano Bay is doing a Halloween experience this fall. And it is Scooby themed. It is after hours, additional, you know, pay to get in. Apparently tickets are $99. There'll be some sort of meet and greet experience with Scooby Gang. The Mystery Machine will be there for pictures too. So very similar to what they do during the day over at the main parks, just in Volcano Bay. And if you haven't seen Volcano Bay, it is perfect for this. It is like Spooky Island without the disco ball skull. I love it. The theming there fits perfectly. It would be cool if they did like a Scooby-Doo re-theme for a little bit overall. That'd be so awesome. I would go. Looking forward to seeing pictures of that. I feel like that will definitely be worth it. And the only confirmed villain character so far is the Ghost Con. Very interesting character to include. You know, he's circus themed, so I don't know. I get the vibe that they're going for there, and I do like it. So yes, looking forward to seeing pictures of that. And then one last update announcement, I don't know. HBO is removing the last 2 kids Scooby series, which is Where Are You and the Scooby-Doo Show. Those will be leaving September 1st. So that they have successfully purged all of Scooby-Doo. It was a great run. They had all of it for like a year. Heavily considered subscribing just so I could watch Scooby-Doo. And now I have no need to, because now there is nowhere to watch Scooby-Doo. Cool. Yeah, Velma will be the only TV show left up on the platform, which is not surprising. It's an HBO original, but I do think it will leave at some point. Not sure where it will go. especially since it's an adult show. It can't go to a kid's streaming platform of any kind, so interesting. There is also 2 Scooby movies still up. Can I see which ones it is? Yeah. Scoob and Trick or Treat, Scooby-Doo are streaming currently on HBO, but yeah, I think they're gonna get purged soon too. Which is definitely interesting. They did this with Over the Garden Wall, you know, a few years where they removed all of it before Halloween, which is like when everyone goes to rewatch this kind of stuff. Strange move. Interesting. I wonder if it will get rehomed immediately or not. My dog's trying to get in. So yeah, that's what I got. In terms of Scooby news. Maybe not the best update, but I mean, we got some stuff on shelves. We got the book coming out. We got a new compilation. Maybe it's not the compilation we're hoping for. Would love to see some unreleased episodes on shelves soon, but I mean, oh well. It's better than nothing. It's better than a year of nothing. Again. Well, I mean, there was some stuff last year. I mean, when I say year of nothing, again, I more mean at least the book is original content, you know? Seems like it's going to be a great year for theme parks with Scooby-Doo. Kind of cool. Sucky year for streaming so far, though. So, well, I mean, if you made it through all of this, you're obviously a Scooby fan. I am too. Hope you stick around. I will have more Scooby videos coming out soon because that's kind of just going to be what I center my fall content around. I've kind of been waiting for fall to start posting because that's just when I thrive, okay? So, yeah, definitely looking forward to what I've got coming out. I hope you want to stick around for it. If not, you know, maybe we'll cross paths in the future. Yeah. But before I go, I do want to kick views over to Lily Mead's GoFundMe. Hopefully I mentioned her earlier. She's the author of the Hex Girls book coming out, and she is homeless. I did ask if I can, you know, share her fundraiser for sending support. So it's expensive to not own a house, okay? And I want to support someone in Scooby community and in writer community because I love books too the best I can, and this is how I know to do it when I don't have that much money myself to share. So I hope you guys can support. If you can't, you can ask your library to order in her books. You know, she's got the Hex Girls book, and she has a backlist title, The Shadow Sister, which I haven't read yet, but I am really looking forward to it because apparently she wrote A Dog so well, it's how she got the Scooby deal. So, looking forward to that. I will definitely be reading that this fall. I think it'll be a great fall title. So, yes, if you can't support monetarily, requesting books at libraries, great way to go. So, I hope you can, you know, share the love there. Yep, I will have links in the below. In the below. Yeah, I guess that works. For her fundraiser and any pre-order info for the book. I don't know if I'll be able to get pre-order info for a DVD, but I mean, the book's definitely cooler, okay? So, in the next video,